Okay, I'm with the Allen Campbell of ACKitchen. I don't know if you guys can tell, we're both in the fitness life, so no pressure, but I think we should just do a little flex off. And I'm all about power to the people, so we just let the people decide. I don't want to make you look bad.
Transformation you got?
Sex goddess body. Are you sex god body? We're about to find out. All right, ready? Power to the people. Okay, we're gonna have again, I don't want to embarrass him, but we're gonna have you guys decide. Okay, we're both, I'm saying we should arm wrestle after this. You know, the people can he's trying to mess me up here. Yeah, exactly. Again, I don't want to embarrass you in your own interview.
Let's go.
So we're being directed to move this way. We'll do a little arm wrestle, put a little charity behind it and go to Bit Basel, but in the meantime, okay, you're the brains behind the food operation here at the Bit Basel penthouse and food, and you're a chef, and I have such a soft spot. My alter ego is like celebrity chef. How is your food art? How is it how would you describe it?
That idea has transformed over the years.
Okay.
Food as art used to be beautiful presentation, and now food as art is how does it love you back? Yeah. So it can be beautiful and delicious, but it's got to be nutrient dense. It's got to be whole foods. It can still be just as beautiful, but it has to take care of you on the inside. And that's where I'm living these days.
Okay, but everybody has their guilty pleasure. Yeah. So you can't be eating nutrient, you're traveling, you're on the go. So sometimes you can't always get it in, but what is your guilty, maybe it's not so healthy, but it's okay, Alan, every now and then, it's all right.
So what I did is
you're a chocolate guy?
I make my own.
Oh.
But instead of white
I'll
sugar,
just leave. He's like, well, so you guys are peasants, and I make my own chocolate.
You make your own chocolate, yeah.
That's amazing.
I love to recreate the things I ate as a kid. I was a junk food junkie as a kid, all the way through to my mid-20s. It wasn't until 30 years old that I got healthy. I used to have
I was similar, actually,
snacks, candy, Skittles,
What?
So when it comes to bad eating habits, I was the king of that.
Wait, what do you mean 30? How old are you? What do you?
44.
What? Yeah, how did he accomplish all this? Last year? He's like, I quit the Cheetos. I thought that you look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe it is part of this regimen you have going on, or you just you're genetically blessed.
No, absolutely not.
By the way, can you humble brag, and because you've worked with some pretty big names, athletes, humble brag, name drop a little bit who you've worked with.
Yeah, I wrote a book with Tom Brady. That's sort of the most recognizable work that I have. My last book was with Major League Baseball, so 21 of the top players in the league. And then I founded ACKitchen, and at ACKitchen we have Jimmy Fallon, we have Patrice Bergeron, Jack Eichel, and really interesting clientele that have sort of come my way after those books and that moment that we had. So yeah, but they're all the same to me. So
I'm about the fellow New England girl, I'm about the TB12 life. Yeah. How do you feel because now it's all health fads, and which we'll talk about, but how do you feel that book was maybe a little bit ahead of its time?
It was because it got perceived as a little bit too extreme.
I remember it did.
Yeah,
yes.
I told the media it's supposed to be about my job. When I told the world about his diet, they sort of framed it as the reveal of Tom's diet. And it got sort of worded in a way that was know this, know that, know this, know that. Some of those no's were things he just didn't like coffee. He just doesn't like coffee.
Right.
They were like, what do you mean no coffee? So it's let's take a step back and take a look at how you can eat whole foods again and get away from processed food, because that's the message at the end of the day. It's not about extremes, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not a one-size-fits-all, like I was telling you earlier. So how do you make the food that loves you back delicious and nostalgic and familiar and something you want to eat every day and not just forcing yourself to eat it? I
gotta say, you're breaking my heart a little bit. That is, I think, is the one half flaw about Tom Brady. The coffee thing, I was envisioning us, having coffee on our front porch one day, but that's okay, Ellen. You're only ruining my dreams. What do you feel is, because it is right now all about the buzzy fads and this and that, what do you feel is one that is so overrated, or that is a pitfall? Do not fall for this health trend or fad right now.
As far as a health trend, I'd say becoming more educated on GLP-1s.
Okay.
It's never going to be a quick fix. We talked about this earlier. Find some discipline, even if it's baby steps. But the idea of I can get a quick fix through a pill is not the right way to go, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So as far as a fad, I think that's the one we need to really learn about.
Yeah, for sure. Now, lastly, because you'll come on my show, we'll do the real thing. This is a little preview.
Yeah, absolutely.
What would you say for people who maybe they don't have the budget of the stars, or, you know, I know ACKitchen, like you're kind of bringing that good diet to the people, but what are some things that, you know, you mentioned like the late night host, the athletes, what are something that they like that you bring and that someone maybe on a budget can emulate how they can,
So I was on a budget here in Miami when I was eating this way. I didn't have a job. I got laid off. I didn't want to go work in another restaurant again. I gave up my place. I lived on lentils and sweet potatoes and vegetables for a while, and I did it on a very small budget. So I know personally what that's like, and I'm also from we were on welfare as a kid, so I didn't come from much. So like I truly know what it's like to be on a budget. So as far as like living a healthy lifestyle on a budget, focus on whole foods again. Rice and beans and vegetables. Do they have to be organic? No, they don't have to.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Avoid, you know, GMOs, but they don't have to be organic.
That's true.
And fill your plate with those things, and I guarantee you're gonna feel full and you know, nourished on a budget.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be expensive.
Such a good way to put it. And thank you for bringing your genius here, because it is Bit Basel. Art is sexy. Food is sexy. It's like bringing the best of it all together. So
Absolutely.
I'll let you go here. But I am going to take you up on, I'll give you a little like, let's just see. Let's see if you can take it. Okay. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay. I'm going to just, there you go. I was easy on him this time. I was easy on him this time. Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Alan. You're great.
Absolutely. It's good.
We're good.
Awesome.